What's up, guys? Look at Bitcoin, it's absolutely taking a dump on us. So it's doing what we actually anticipated. We were basically saying if we were to lose this, you're coming for that 18.6k target, because it's also a target out of this M pattern, which I warned you before I went on holiday. One top, this being a second top, this over here being your neckline. So I'll draw out the neckline for you guys to help you out, and it looks like we've potentially met the target for that. So I'm going to just draw a straight line over there on that red candle, and I'm going to get you your technical target from the green line here to this green candle up here. Put down the breakdown over here. Let's get it exact. And you can see we've actually met the technical target out of this double top, basically 18.5, 18.6k basically, roughly, and we went down to 18.5k. So nice to see that the target has been met out of the M pattern. You could also argue, that this is some sort of falling wedge over here, which is a bullish pattern. You just need to see us holding the support going forward. So it looks like potentially even fell through it and you're trying to actually come back inside by holding this 18.6k level. This is why we're bouncing over here. You might be thinking, why are we bouncing? Maybe because other YouTubers are speaking about this or the actual body candle closes. But for me personally, the lowest wick in the area where we found the base, so this was our initial spike down, we pumped back up and we found that higher low right there. So on that lowest point on that higher low, then we came back into it again the second time. But I'm more focused on that lowest point in this area here. So I know if we have a closing below this, you're coming down to here. So if we remain above this, I can't tell you guys we're coming down to it. Only when we're closing a daily candle below this, then yes, we have to say the bottom is not in, guys. But at the moment, I'm going to stick by that, because I have been telling you, as long as we're above 18.6k, the bottom is in. And this is just a much larger double bottom, which I've been saying since June the 18th that I'm expecting a double bottom. And this is what we're seeing. But of course, it's going to give you these heart attack moments and the bears are going to go creaming themselves. But we need to see, obviously, this low holding going forward. Otherwise, you know, we're prepared for the downward targets. Like, let's show you guys. So at any of these three levels, we're going to get a bounce, basically. Your target is the 1618. However, you could stop as early as the 1.272 here at around 16k. So although your target is 14, you could just stop at 16 and have this bounce. And if this bounce reclaims this, then you may not see further downside if you can then attack this gold box and reclaim it as support to continue higher. And it'd be like a little bear trap, basically, where the bears got excited by losing the low here, and then you come back reclaiming it and then reclaiming that and getting out of there. Of course, I don't really want to see that either. And just because you have a reaction potentially from here doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get above the 1 fib level and do what I just showed you. You might just get a reaction in the short term, come up, flip this old support into resistance there, and then continue to the 1618 target. Where if you hadn't already, so in this case, we came down, we hit the 1.272, bounced, failed to reclaim the one, continue to the 1618. From here, you also get a reaction. From about 14k, you also get a reaction. And from there, we also need to reclaim this 1 fib level. And if you fail to do so, you're going to continue rolling down even further to anywhere between 10 to 12k. We've already spoken about this on the channel, but yeah, it's only going to become valid once we lose 18.6k, because that's going to tell me, yep, we lost the 786, which we have already, we've closed below it. The only thing keeping us alive is that wick, and if that fails, that's when we're coming for this, because there was more support in this area over here. If you're losing this support, you're definitely losing that, and so these targets become valid. So any shorts, that's up to you if you want to do that, or if you're too big in a position, you can think about getting out, or think about adding onto it if you don't want to sell either. So yeah, not much more to say other than that. Again, that we've just gone through the bearish case. If you've appreciated that so far, please like the video. We've gone through how, well, we have this pattern over here. I think it was a descending triangle I warned you guys about, and we met the technical target. And then we also had this M patterns technical target down here. We've met the patterns target. We've also got that falling wedge, so this is also a bullish pattern as well. So we need to break out of that, and the target would be back at the top, 24.4k. But again, going forward, we really want to see this purple line reclaimed and this 786 to give us a chance of attacking this golden pocket. This is the main thing that needs to be reclaimed. Right now, we're holding on for dear life through this 18.6k support, but to actually flip bullish again, at least in the short term, you need to reclaim this gold box completely. You want to hold it as support, get above it and get out of it, and then that's how we're going to continue the reversal wave. What's basically happened here, if you remember correctly, we had the fibs that came down and we had this this correction, up into this golden pocket where we should continue, but we put in that higher low. So something changed over here. The bull stepped in over here and completely changed everything by piercing through it and creating the reversal wave. But that got invalidated because we came back down. So when you come back down, it means that we're not creating the reversal wave. We're not going up here. We're not going to break this high over here. And so what we should expect is going lower than this and lower than this. So what should happen is you should come down here, and that's not what happened here again. So that's why this area is the point of focus, because this is where the bull stepped in when they should not have. What should have happened here is the bear stepping in and pushing us below this, but the fact that you got above it, it failing, coming back down and actually failing to lose this, showing that the bulls had power, enough power to bring it back above, basically creating the reversal wave by actually piercing through this gold box. I'll explain. I'm not using the fibs at the moment. I'll show you the fibs that I'm talking about from here to here. This is the golden pocket, the 618 to the 050. So we should never go above this. By getting above it, you go to the 1 fib level over here, 23.2k. We hit it. And so if you can get beyond the 1 fib level, then you should head to the 1618 target. That would be your target. But just as I explained with these bearish targets, how you can stop early. Look here, you stopped early at the 1.272. Although this is what you're aiming for, you could stop at the first one, as I said. And what did I say with the other fibs? To flip bullish, it's the same with this, just the complete opposite way. So in this case, obviously you wanted to hit the 1618 target, but you can invalidate that if you come back under the 1 and then go through the golden pocket. So it's not good to see that whatsoever. It's telling you right now it's bearish, and the only thing holding us up is this 18.6k low. Because what's happened is you've pierced through this, creating the reverse wave, which is so positive, but going back under it is basically saying we should have done what we originally should have done in the first place. I'll just draw this on for you now. So I'll have to put those fibs back on. So from here to the low, we pierce through this golden pocket between here and here, but my box is just a little bit bigger because I'm using some other fibs and looking at this level as well. But yeah, getting above it, creating the reverse wave, your targets are here, these 3 targets. So we should continue. We hit the first one, and what should happen is, if we want to actually go higher to these 2 targets up here, then what needs to happen is, after this impulse, you need to come down and hold this golden box, hold this low over here, and then continue. And you'd go to the 1618 and eventually much higher, just like that, to the 2 targets. But by losing this, basically means all of this was fake. You have to completely ignore that we ever broke above it, because we're under it. If we could get above it, then yeah, amazing. That means that this part was fake and this was true. You just had a little fake out before going back, like a little bear trap. But at the moment, because we're not back above this golden box, we're under it. We have to basically take that this was all fake. And so we need to pretend that, like, this movement, let me just draw this, delete this. And we need to pretend that this movement over here is like coming down from here. And so what should have originally happened, remember, is this push down, exhaust up, continuation. So we're starting to see this potential continuation, but just from over here, basically meaning that all of this was fake, market manipulation, tricking us basically. We got to the EMAs, we started breaking above them, but never actually forming that bullish cross. So the signal, the sell signal, was that candle. When we fell through it, I told you guys, this is a very negative signal. This means that we want to retrace to the 18.6k low, and we've hit that 18.6k low target. If you appreciate that, then please support the channel, share the videos, share all the updates, like, subscribe and comment. And that's pretty much it, guys. Again, what we would really need to see is a reclaim of this gold box. But the fact that we're under it, remember, we're seeing continuation. What we didn't see here, we're starting to see that. So the exact same, but here you should have continued lower than this low. So that's what should happen now, because the move above the golden box here was fake. So meaning, what I mean by that is, because it's fake, it should have never happened, so it's not gonna happen. So what's going to happen is the opposite. We're not going up, we're going down now. The only thing clinging on for dear life for Bitcoin is this 18.6k low. So this is the only thing that's going to give us chances to go back up. And again, we need to reclaim this level and then the gold level, and then that's the only way to flip this bullish again. At the moment, yeah, it looks like you're trying to break this trend, but again, as long as you're above it, you can't be bearish, and like totally, you can't say with 100% confidence we're gonna lose this low. Only once we close a daily candle below that, then yes, correct. Until then, there is that possibility we try to climb back up, basically. And so all eyes are on Bitcoin. If you found value in today's update, please subscribe. Thank you.